Best part of being a chef is pleasing people. If you don't like to please people, you should leave now. I'm Chef Jean-Georges. We're here at the Emory Hotel, cooking at ABC Kitchen. And today I'm making chicken with vinegar. The chicken is cut 8 different pieces. All the pieces are on the bone, which gives a lot of flavor to the dish. It's very simply roasted. I like to use a half olive oil, half butter. The olive oil is a little higher temperature than butter, but butter brings that flavor in. Finish it with a fresh basil, chervil, marjoram, anything you can find, chive, parsley. Could be one herbs, it could be a mix of 3 to 4. Add the shallots, and then we deglaze it with some red wine vinegar, white wine. It's supposed to be a cup and a half. I put 2 cups, so half the bottle. Add chopped tomato, fresh or preserved. If it's tomato season, use fresh tomato. When we add a little bit of for the color of the sauce, like a teaspoon of tomato paste. I want to do a hard boil in the beginning, so probably for 5 minutes, and then you let it simmer for 10, and then rest for another 5. So altogether 20 minutes. You know it's done when you can see the meat pulling off the bone a little bit. As it's resting, all the juice goes back into the meat. I love the dish because it feels like my mom was cooking it. It's something I grew up with on a little less vinegar. It was a little milder, but I like it a little more pungent. Back in the days when I grew up, we had to plug the feather off. Today the chickens all come clean, so it was a bit more work to do. If you do in the morning and reheat it at night or the next day, all those stews, I think the second day is better. It's not the most pretty dish to look at because it's a stew, but in a restaurant usually I plate everything. Everything's plated, manicured. So at home, I don't plate anything. The dish goes in the middle of the table, everybody serves themselves, family style. That's the way I like to eat. In 1973, I started traveling, did my apprenticeship. I went to Lyon, south of France, Germany, Munich. I went to Thailand, to Singapore. So everywhere I picked up a little taste of something. I mean, the chicken vinegar, I could throw a little chili in there, would change the life as well. I always say to my chefs, there's no new fish coming out of the ocean every morning. But I think when you look into spices, you look into herbs, and you look into fruits and vegetables, there's like millions of them. So the combinations are endless. Cooking is definitely an art, but there's so much technology now. I use a lot of AI as well for my, I ask a question, I say, where is this going, and what is the best way? And you have so much information now today. At the time when I started cooking in 1973, I had to go to bookstore, had to travel to learn things. I like to cook in New York or London or Paris, but I feel my palette of flavors from around the world. I've been working with my son for the last 25 years, and now he has his own restaurants. So it's about passing on your knowledge, So cooking is about sharing, about the cooks smelling it and asking questions. So it's nice to teach. When I grew up, I had some chef mentor, and I feel like now I'm the one mentoring.